Friday, July 18, 2025. It is 4:38 p.m. and today is the day when I will be installing some lights to the garage. The main reason being, you can see what lights are above. These are Harbor Freight motion lights that you see above there. These are not that great. They go out in just a couple of seconds, like less than a minute, I'd say. They go out. As you can see there, when I move around, it will come on, but then watch it go out. There it goes. As a result, I've made this decision that I'm going to supplement those lights with directly plugged in lights. This I got from Amazon. It comes with everything I need. Instructions. So as a result of the motion lights not staying on long enough, there it goes out on me like that. Install these better lights that I can keep on without worrying about them going out like that. The motion lights are useful for when we're working and we're just briefly staying. But when we're working inside the garage doing something like now, quite a fucking pain in the ass. So I shall be using some basic tools to install this light, or these two lights. Now, the lights above were purchased on sale at Harbor Freight for, I don't know, it's like $25, something like that, each. I think one of them is directly wired into the ceiling, but these are going to be plugged in via extension cord into these outlets. There are several options on how to install this. I'm not sure if I'm going to I should be able to locate a stud that will allow me to easily drill into the wall, into the ceiling. Directly wiring these into the ceiling would entail quite a bit more work than hanging them off studs in the ceiling. The lower down, greater the illumination. To make it equidistant, I have this laser measurer. So this is the center line that I'm on. 107 inches to that wall. 107 inches to that wall, yeah. So this is the center. From where we are 198 inches from the garage door and 57.6 inches from that wall. Fucking pain in the ass, that is. In order to, so halfway to it would be 45 inches. Let's see where we are at 45 inches approximately. Right there, that's staying. And then from here, close to 90 inches right here. If we mark this one, to be approximately here, 47. 50 and 47. It's a centralizing point on that side. 58, 47 inches. That's pretty close. So that is the centralizing point. And about 2 feet out from that, 46, so it's 23 inches. Let's go ahead and mark 23 inches here. Not using wall anchors would be very critical for stability, and I do not want to use wall anchors if at all possible. There, I think that went into stud. It felt solid. About to there, right? Here to here, to there. Now the question is, it's just a matter of how lucky are we with studs, right? What direction is it going is the question. It is going in this direction. We're not that lucky. Not that lucky with, let's see how lucky we can be here. Hit one here. Extremely unlikely. Perhaps that is a bit lucky then, isn't it? I am in fact kind of lucky because I could, all we have to do is stretch out like that. It's extremely solid. That's one set done, I think. Both are clearly in a stud. Not bad. That's not bad. I can live with that. Okay, so that's hanging. Gooch myself over. Maybe off by an inch, because that one was 60.6, and this one, I measure, it's pretty damn close. So that was a good job I did. Off by maybe 0.1, 0.2. Off by maybe 0.2. At worst. Try to do the same here. That marks the spot. Stud in this area. Might end up lucky here. This one shall hang here for the final end. Final end hang something like that. I shall use the laser again to generally mark the zone I want. I want it to be about 60 point something. So that's it right there, perfect. 47 or so. 47 plus 28. It's good enough for me. The deed is done. I think they're parallel approximately. They're all more or less affixed to studs, which is the most important thing. The hard part will be connecting that fucker to this one. It's doable. This one will go across about 2 feet short. It's 110 degrees, but I got it done. So I had to get that on, pin that down the wall. I think it's over 110 degrees in here. I can barely think straight. There. To turn it on, but it should fucking stay on. There it is. At long last, the problematic lights are fixed. As can be seen, now those motion lights can fuck off. Thank God those motion lights are now fucked. It took that much trouble to get it done. What a fucking pain in the ass that was. But now I could turn it off right here. See that? I can also turn it off right there. But when they turn off, I do have an extra switch. But anyway, I'm fucking done with this fucker. So I'm gonna turn it off.